ready for superhero school.
Cut! Well done, Ryan. Time to record the next scene.
Oh, Father, I've been doing this for 12 years.
Imagine a child, barely out of toddlerhood, generating more wealth in a single day than most families accumulate in a lifetime. This isn't a fairy tale, it's the unsettling reality of Ryan Kaji. Today, we're dissecting the rise and exploitation of Ryan Kaji, the child star behind Ryan's World. We'll reveal how his parents built a multi-million-dollar empire on his young image, the controversies that led to government intervention, and the unsettling questions about a childhood spent perpetually in front of the camera. The story just keeps getting darker. When does parental guidance cross the line into outright exploitation in the pursuit of online fame? Where do we draw the ethical line when a child's entire life becomes content? Comment down below. What does it take to become a child billionaire? Ryan Kaji burst onto the YouTube scene as a toddler, reviewing toys with an infectious enthusiasm that captivated millions. Before long, his channel, Ryan's Toy Review, became a global phenomenon. While many of us were still playing with Barbie dolls, Ryan was reportedly generating astronomical sums from YouTube ad revenue alone. His channel currently boasts over 40 million subscribers and an astounding 60 billion views. But Ryan's empire extends far beyond just YouTube. He has his own movie, a vast toy line, a Nickelodeon show, and much more. The scale of his success is undeniable, yet a troubling question remains. How much of this vast fortune truly belongs to Ryan, and how much is controlled by his parents? When asked about his immense earnings and the prospect of being a teenage billionaire, interviews show a heavily managed Ryan, his parents often interjecting, highlighting his fame while subtly redirecting the conversation away from the financial specifics. Behind Ryan's public persona, a powerful empire operates. As you begin to examine the structure of Ryan Kaji's vast enterprise, a suspicious pattern emerges. How much of this immense wealth is genuinely his to control? Ryan's parents, Cheyenne and Loan Kaji, are widely seen as the masterminds behind the entire operation, the ones orchestrating every move. Their lifestyle is a testament to their success, reportedly encompassing multi-million-dollar mansions, luxurious exotic vacations, and even private jets. Meanwhile, Ryan, now a teenager, continues to create toy review content despite having visibly matured. The critical question isn't whether he enjoys it, but whether he is simply trapped in a perpetual cycle for his parents' ongoing financial gain. Observing recent Ryan's World videos, it's increasingly evident that the once vibrant child is showing signs of fatigue. Now 13, he's no longer the charming 5-year-old toy prodigy. He's a high schooler who, arguably, should be engaging in typical teenage activities, not constantly performing for a camera. The youthful energy that defined his early videos has noticeably diminished. It's not just an observation. His viewership has significantly declined, dropping from billions of views to mere hundreds of thousands on recent videos. It appears he's stuck in an endless loop, producing the same content while his parents continue to push for more. How do you revitalize a declining YouTube channel? For the Kaji family, the answer was Ryan's World, the movie. This cinematic venture was promoted as the grand comeback, a means to resurrect viewership and reignite the brand. However, despite the hype, the movie was widely panned. Critics and audiences alike found the acting to be mediocre, the animation underwhelming, and the script a chaotic mess. Many reviews suggested it felt less like a genuine film and more like an extended toy commercial, starring a seemingly weary 13-year-old. Before its release, Ryan himself had expressed aspirations of becoming an animator, a stark contrast to his on-screen performance in the movie. The film's reception solidified the public perception that Ryan's childhood was being entirely consumed by the content machine his parents had built. It was no longer about a child enjoying toys. It was a blatant effort to capitalize on a brand, with Ryan himself as the primary product. The Kaji family has amassed millions from his image and continues to exert every effort to keep the revenue flowing. The unsettling truth is that Ryan doesn't appear to be making his own choices. His parents are reportedly dictating the terms. Could a parent's past explain their current drive for wealth? Ryan's mother, Loan Kaji, has a documented history that has drawn significant public attention. Records indicate that in 2002, she was arrested for shoplifting approximately $93 worth of clothing from a J.C. Penney store in Houston, Texas. At 18 years old and a University of Houston student, Loan faced a potential 60-day jail sentence but received 6 months of probation and a $150 fine, alongside a requirement for 40 hours of community service and random drug tests. However, she reportedly failed to complete her community service, neglected to report to her community advisor, and did not pay the associated fees. This led to a second arrest in 2003 for parole violation, resulting in a 30-day jail sentence. While this might seem like a minor offense, the concern deepens when considered alongside the family's alleged exploitation of Ryan to accumulate their vast wealth. Ryan's parents are reportedly accumulating immense wealth while he remains tethered to a camera, reviewing toys and performing scripted content. They seem unconcerned with his well-being as long as the millions keep rolling in, fueling their extravagant lifestyle of mansions and lavish vacations, all courtesy of Ryan. He, meanwhile, continues to produce content, seemingly trapped in an endless loop. His mother, in particular, often displays an overly energetic demeanor on camera, almost as if she's constantly auditioning for a major Hollywood role. It raises questions about her own aspirations and whether Ryan's career is a means to achieve her own stardom. Has Ryan's story opened your eyes to the darker side of child fame? If you're as disturbed as we are by the relentless pursuit of online virality at any cost, hit that like button and subscribe. We're dedicated to uncovering these compelling and often tragic narratives, ensuring you stay informed about the hidden truths behind internet celebrity. Your support fuels our mission. Why does Ryan Kaji always seem to have his parents by his side during interviews? It's a striking pattern. Ryan is reportedly never interviewed alone. His parents are consistently present, seemingly hovering to ensure he doesn't utter anything that could jeopardize their carefully constructed brand. This level of control, especially over a 13-year-old, is unsettling. Should an interviewer venture into even slightly uncomfortable territory, his parents swiftly interject, providing clarifications or redirecting the conversation before Ryan can fully articulate his own thoughts. While their motive might be framed as protecting their empire, it raises ethical concerns about a child being denied his own voice and autonomy. This tight control is particularly stark given Ryan's peak earning years between 2018 and 2020, when he was the highest paid YouTuber globally, generating more income than anyone else on the platform. Even with a slight decline in earnings, his brand, encompassing everything from Walmart and Target products to Nickelodeon shows, continues to generate an insane amount of cash. The Kaji family is swimming in wealth, evidenced by multiple mansions valued between $5 to $10 million and lavish, no-expense-spared vacations. Given their financial security, why the continued pressure on Ryan to produce content? How did this massive product placement machine escape regulation for so long? Ryan's massive earnings are largely fueled by advertisers who flock to channels like his because young children often can't distinguish between an advertisement and regular video content. An estimated 90% of his content is reportedly paid product placement, with toddlers being the primary targets. They view Ryan as a trustworthy figure and are susceptible to buying whatever he promotes without realizing they're being sold to. However, this lucrative loophole eventually caught the attention of the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, the agency responsible for consumer protection. In 2017, the Children's Advertising Review Unit, KRU, issued a warning to the Kaji family, urging them to be more transparent about their sponsored content. They allegedly failed to comply. Just 2 years later, the FTC directly intervened, leading to substantial fines and widespread public backlash. YouTube itself was forced to pay a $170 million fine for its role in these undisclosed advertising practices. Suddenly, the Kaji family faced intense scrutiny, and the true nature of their empire began to unravel. As Ryan now enters his teenage years, visibly exhausted by the demands, an alarming development has emerged. His younger twin sisters, Emma and Kate, are increasingly featured in videos. This shift suggests they might be groomed to take over the family business, conveniently ensuring the revenue stream continues long after Ryan potentially steps away. It reinforces the perception that the entire empire prioritizes financial gain above all else. Grim picture of a childhood allegedly consumed by a media machine, where basic responsibilities and personal autonomy seem to have been overshadowed by commercial interests. Ryan's journey underscores the dangerous consequences that can arise when the pursuit of viral content obliterates personal boundaries, and the line between a child's life and a family business ceases to exist. Ultimately, the Kaji family's path serves as a stark cautionary tale in the unforgiving landscape of online celebrity, highlighting the profound and often tragic cost of fame when it's built on a foundation of exploitation and disregard. Will Ryan ever truly escape the shadow of this toy review machine?